Hello everyone, this is Serenity here, back with another awesome Halo 5 video for you guys today. And let me just say straight away guys, thank you so much for all of your comments on my Halo 5 montage 1. I was so excited to read all of your comments, and it really was heartfelt from me, and you know, I really just appreciate those messages that you've sent so much, and the time spent in watching it, because I do appreciate it's a long video, and I know this one is a long video as well today, but these postings I'm doing are more for like sentimental reasons, I guess, to look back, and you know, for when I later on, when Halo moves on, I might look back to these times. I'll remember all these great times playing, and sorry if these videos are long, but that's just the way I want it to be, and I hope that you guys appreciate the personal touch as opposed to the editing on my montage with regards to that. So anyway, moving on today guys, we've got a Warzone gameplay here where I'm playing with my new Spartan Company Allegiance. And I really wanted to get a film playing with them because it's a really great group of people, and I'm really happy to be a part of it. I'm playing in this gameplay with them in a full team of 12. And we're doing a bit of a tribute to Detroit Code because he wasn't on this evening, and we're doing the Spartan Swords emblems of all different colours, but Nasty Strafe had it right with the red one there, which is actually Detroit's emblem, and he's got his service tag as Brian, so he's got it spot on. But we're doing a bit of a tribute to him because he wasn't on this night, and it was about 3 in the morning for me from the UK, but I was really, you know, enjoying playing with him. I think it was on a weekend, and we matched against a team of Maniak, mostly of Maniak members with the exception of Spawn Camper and Gilberto 343, who Spawn Camper was from Dominated, and Gilberto was from I Spiteful Warriors Elite. So it was nice to match up against another team of 12, and it was really awesome to get something for my channel to post, because I was kind of inspired by our leader Detroit Code, who's been a good friend of mine for a few years now. Really, you know, enjoyed watching his content and being a friend to him since Halo 4 and beyond. He's a great player as well, and I'm just so happy to be part of the Spartan Company that he leads. So it's really, you know, really great for me to be a part of that. But I did really want to get a film with them, and I did actually have a film playing with Detroit actually, where we matched Devastated. But the reason we couldn't post it was because their leader, Jink, the almighty French player, I'm being sarcastic here, actually backed out and left his squad, left his other 11 players he was playing with, who were Devastated members, to be triple capped by us in under 3 minutes because he didn't want to play and realised he probably couldn't win. So that's Jink, back out kid. I actually posted a clip of him recently where I had to slap him down because he betrayed me as a Banshee, because I might have stole like one of his kills or something. So he decides to, you know, just betray me for absolutely no reason, so I laser his Banshee out of the sky, but that's another story. So anyway, coming to this gameplay today guys, because it's the only one I've really got of a team of 12 matching with Allegiance, so I was really happy to post this. And yeah, playing with Acid on this night, and it's MTN and a few other really cool guys in this gameplay. Disco Toaster was pretty good in this gameplay as well, and it was a really good matchup against Maniac, so I hope you guys enjoy. Like I said, I was inspired by Detroit, and also my friend Stephen RG95, formerly known as Acrez, because they post a lot of Halo 5 Warzone gameplay on their channels, and I've always wanted to kind of do a few of these just to show that you know, I can get a match up with a team as well. So I mean, I did used to match teams in the old times with the American Beans when they played Warzone, but that was many months ago now, nearly a year. So it's nice to get something recent and you know, post it with a new group of people I really like playing with, and just so happy to be a part of this awesome Spartan Company. So I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay. It's not my best to start things off, to be honest. Bit of a ropey start. It was 3 in the morning for me, so I kind of had to snap out of it and bring in the Wasp, but I'm not the best with aerial vehicles, to be honest, so this was a bit of a, you know, I did some alright plays with it. I was able to destroy another Wasp, but I could have stayed alive with it longer because I left myself a bit exposed to an enemy Spartan that I didn't see underneath me, and he was shooting my engine, so that was a bit of a pain. But yeah, some pretty good plays in this one. Some really nice, I really embarrassed Spawn Camper in this gameplay, and you're going to see that a little bit later on. Some nice variety of weapons. It's really nice to be able to use my Rex with you know, a really good team. and I made sure to bring in all the badass weapons in this gameplay. I don't do anything really, you know, amazingly good in this gameplay, but I do get 30 kills and 14 deaths, so I thought that was pretty good, considering it's, you know, the first time I played against a team in a while in Warzone, so that was I thought that was pretty good, to be honest, and you know, I hope you guys really enjoy this gameplay. Whilst I'm sort of stopped here and I'm on the respawn, I just wanted to also give a large shout out to Red3, formerly Red Abeyance and formerly Red Peugeot. Red's been following me since Halo Reach, and I'm really annoyed to sort of say that I didn't shout him out at the montage at the end with all my other viewers who have been really loyal, because Red should have been up there. I just generally forgot, because Red doesn't always comment on every video, and I just looked at my recent comments from people, so that was really a bad thing on my part. I should have, you know, really been able to thank Red there, so I'm really annoyed that I didn't, but I've kind of made it up to him by making his comment the favourite on my comment section on the montage, and also I just wanted to shout him out here because he's a, you know, really great friend of mine. He's been following me from Reach, and the least I could do was shout him out in this next video. So right here, guys, a bit of a weird PV switch in. I managed to stay alive from the Soldier Bandit AI, who has a sort of Oni turret, and get a nice perfect kill with the BR, and I'm moving up to attack more of the Red members in the base, and this is where I'm going to find Spawn Camper in a minute, embarrass him quite a bit. So I get another perf, and Spawn Camper here assumes that I'm dead and he's done enough to get the kill, and he starts to reload his weapon, and then Serenity's whips out a reversal perfect, which yeah, Spawn Camper wasn't happy about that when I did that to him. He actually sent me a message saying, oh, I can't believe that. You know, he went like, lol, I just can't believe you did that kind of thing. So that was a pretty, he just kind of assumed that he killed me, and I managed to whip out a quick perfect kill on him with the BR. That was pretty, and that was actually 3 perfects in a row. After I survived from the Soldier Bandit, I was actually able to get another perfect kill and then get that reversal perfect on him when he assumed I was already dead. So, you know, pretty funny play right there to be able to do that to him, and yeah, that was pretty amusing, I'm not gonna lie. And feeling pretty good about that one now after, you know, pulling that off at 3 AM in the morning for me. So, but you know, I wouldn't have it any other way. I would stay up to whatever time if I can on the weekends, or you know, sometime the week when I don't have as much going on the next day. I would, you know, really, you know, I would really love to play with Allegiance, so it wouldn't matter for me. But yeah, definitely, it was nice to pull that off at this time in the morning. So that was pretty good, and at this point, just they're going to continue on that. I mean, we had a great start in this gameplay. Acid was one of the more vocal people in this gameplay, and I really love playing with Acid as well. He's always made a point of inviting me to the lobbies, and same with Detroit as well. You know, it's been great playing with them. I also like MTN in this gameplay. I like all of the people in Allegiance, to be honest. Disco Toaster is another good player, I felt. You know, some really great people I'm on the mix, and really enjoy playing with this squad. So, you know, but yeah, Acid, as I said, was kind of the voice coordinator, was really making sure that, you know, everything ran smoothly. But we did a great job in this gameplay of getting Monument in the beginning, also getting the appropriate North Garage. So yeah, it went pretty well in the beginning. At this point, you're just seeing me coming up to North because they were trying to cap it. And I think that's kind of like Maniac's main push in this gameplay for a base. Pretty much after that, we continued the assault on them at South. We didn't trip cap them. I'm not sure if we intended to trip cap them, to be honest, but or whether we were just, you know, looking to kill them for the rest of the game. I don't really remember the vocals on that with regards to that. So, but pretty much we had them on the base defense the entire game. And right here, coming around the corner, spotting 3 players was a bit of a shock. If I'd had an AD Victorium at that point, yeah, that would have been a nice triple kill, but unfortunately I didn't have it, and gonna have to come off respawn again. And I do come off respawn at Monument again, because obviously they were on their side bridge. It was possible that they might push Monument. That's why I'm crouching here and throw a grenade, because I thought that they might push. And look to be careful when I'm approaching this area here, because I know that there was 3 of them, and I don't want to just overextend and die like I did on the previous life. But as you can see, there's no one around. I kind of checked the corners just to make sure, assume that they died, or perhaps just, you know, perhaps they went north, but maybe not. But I'm just going to push towards South anyway, because I hear that I think Acid calls out one of them has a whiplash, and it was the guy that was going to the roof, and that's the guy I just killed. So I'm gonna go pick that up and hopefully get some nice kills with that. So as you can see, I'm approaching the roof here and just getting the whiplash, and you know, looking to cause some hurt with this, and you know, hopefully get some kills. So you see a guy camping down here, and I'm getting chased by someone else. I get Irwin and managed to finish off for Audinson, who was chasing me there as well. Unfortunately, he kills me with a Promethean weapon of some sort, so I'm going to have to switch POVs back. See all the lovely Spartan sword emblems right there in dedication to our boy Detroit, our boy Brian. But yeah, definitely nice to see that. I actually really like that emblem, to be honest. That used to be an emblem that I used a lot with my friend Matt, so I used to use the blue one. But yeah, I was really fond of that emblem, and at this point just switching POV back to myself. It's got weird POV switches in Warzone unless you actually live capture it like I think Detroit does, so yeah, just kind of weird that those POV switches are a bit strange, so have to kind of come back to that and you know, just sort that out. But with Warzone there's a lot of like times as well, it's why I don't post too many of these where it's you know, I could edit them out I suppose, but like times where you're waiting at a rec station, or you know, waiting for a particular rec, so there are like, I think that's going to happen now. I'm going to get a Blaze of Glory and camo, and because I'm only like 7 rec, I just have to wait a little while until I can you know, afford both, so have to wait like 1 rec level so I can get the camo. But really nice play to get that here. I mean, it's always important when you play teams as well, like if you want to be ultra safe with calling a combination like a powerful weapon with OS or a camo, it's probably best to spawn that at home base against a team, especially if it's a close game, because you just don't want to you want to make sure that you don't die with it. Obviously here, because I'm like up at Monument, I'm just being careful not to like spend too much time just hovering at the rec station for long periods of time, because I can't see my radar, I can't see what's going on because I have the rec menu. But did it quite well there to actually, you know, eventually get the camo and get the blaze, and I'm going to look to push with this. So at this point it may seem like I just wasted a bit of time there with the camo, it kind of was in a way, but I heard a teammate call out on our other side bridge, there's quite a few of them there, and one of them had actually lost their answer to this guy, so I was like, okay, I'm going to sort this out. So decided to crouch in and try and find the person that had killed my teammate and stole his answer. So at this point I'm not sure exactly where it said they were on the other side bridge, but they seem to have disappeared. So I walk around a little bit and finally realise that they're underneath, so he'll drop down with the blaze camo and try and get the kill on the guy who has it. So I don't think it was that dude, it might have been this guy, and do actually get a kill on him eventually, and then teammate says, oh great, I found it now, thanks. So that was a nice play that I did, because I got him back his answer, or killed the guy that had it, so that was a nice bit of play. And at this point looking to push their base with his plays and camo, so that's a nice bit of play. And definitely could have stayed alive with all of my weapons a bit longer, to be honest. You know, I did get quite a lot of kills because of the nature of the weapons I had, but I think, to be honest with you, like whenever I've played Warzone, I sometimes play Warzone with my friend's son. You know, like when we're sort of just playing together or what have you, we just play now and again randomly. I just feel like that, you know, when you play Warzone, you do have to be so careful with, like, you know, really valuable weapons, so you'll always see me taking my time with them, because I'm not the most luckiest of people when it comes to Warzone and keeping a hold of the weapons, purely because the maps have a lot of AI on them. There's also, you know, that danger of being killed by a Hydra soldier when you come to one of the garages on Noctis. I've actually lost an answer before by doing that. So that's why I always take my time with them, because AI populated maps, or they always just seem to shoot you at the worst times, and at that point you're weak, and then a player just comes along with an assault rifle and kills you, so you know, you can't really wish for any, you know, worse luck than that. So that's why I always take a bit of time with my weapons. But I think when I got to the garage there, I should have just been a bit more aggressive with it and just, you know, had faith in my abilities, because, you know, once you've revealed yourself, just, you know, fight as if you were using the battle rifle and, you know, strafe accordingly and make yourself a hard kill. But yeah, just maybe a bit more aggression would be needed with the weapons there. I didn't want to lose that blaze so early on, to be honest. So yeah, definitely a heads up to sort of see what I could improve next time for matching a team. I'm not sure what the state of play is with Warzone at the moment, because I saw Detroit actually posted a video. Maybe he can align me on this, whether Warzone is still 12-man, because I think he was making a post saying that they're thinking of making it maybe not 12. I'm not sure if that's true, or maybe someone who knows a bit more about Warzone can tell me, because I haven't played for a couple of days, haven't been able to get on with the squad. But I don't know what the state of play of that is, so if that is going to happen, that's going to be a terrible shame. Because I'm looking, you know, to play with Allegiance a lot more and get a lot more wins like this, hopefully in the future. So that would be a shame if that, you know, you can't do teams of 12 in Warzone anymore. I mean, they've already kind of banned Assault, which I thought was bad enough, because Warzone Assault was one of my favourite things to play back in the day on Halo 5 for Warzone. So that is quite a shame if they've done that, to be honest. It really kills the game for players like myself and players that are particularly good at matchmaking as well. So that's a real shame that you know, if they are going to do that. So right here, guys, you can see I have a stack load of weapons, and I do have a stack load of weapons because I never really use them. I'm quite often, you know, when not playing with a full squadron, you know, sometimes playing an alternate in Warzone. So I have a lot of my weapons like stacked up. You can see I've got the Prophet's Bane here, so I'm going to really take my time with this, because firstly the AI, I don't want to be killed by them, and also I don't want to be spotted by the red team. Really nice play to get that initial kill. At this point, like, you just have to be so careful with the base as well, because of the Marines. They can just be pesky, and if you lunge out a play, you start getting shot loads by a Marine with the assault rifle. So I think maybe here just taking a bit too much caution again, just being a bit too nervous of losing the weapon. It's really important, I think, sometimes with your weapons, like, play as if to keep it, not play as if to keep to not lose it. So you do have to kind of find that fine line of being aggressive and being passive. So you know, I think right here, very nice routes, considering I was right to be cautious because this guy had a blaze of glory. I think right here again though would have been better. Very nice play to get the Prophets, to get the blaze of glory, but it would have been better to whip out the Prophets again, so I was camoed, because the guy above me drops down as I was mid-firing it and just clears me up. So that was really unfortunate. Obviously I didn't want to lose both weapons there, and you know, as soon as the gameplay is coming to the end, I decide that I'm going to call in the answer as well now. So I'm using like quite a lot of weapons, to be honest, because I can, really. And I think one of my teammates here, I think it was Acid actually, is shooting the boss, because he was just looking to get this game over and done with. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to be a good teammate and help him out. He's like, yeah dude, use that answer, let's kill it. And I was like, yeah sure man, let's do it. So using the answer to finish off the boss, and as you can see it's dying very rapidly here because Acid has a very good tank and someone's using a void tier, so yeah, it's over. But so there you go, getting the boss kill there and taking our lead even further against Maniak. So there really isn't much that Maniak can do. They've been stuck in their base the whole entire game. I think they're a good Warzone team. I've seen that my friend Steven RG95 Acrez has actually posted a vid against them. I know that Straight Stick wasn't present in this gameplay. He's one of their better players. I think VI Straight Stick IB or whatever his name is, meant to be not too bad at Warzone. But yeah, I mean, there are other really good players for here, like I Deferred Eye, Boss Savage, you know, a few of the other players I recognise, so Deferred as well. I may have already mentioned that one, but so yeah, quite a few of the alrightish members were present in this video, so it was nice to get the match up against them, and Spartan Camper as well from Dominated. So yeah, nice bit of play to get the win against them. And here just having a final flurry with the answer, because you know, it's near the end of the game and just want to get some usage out of my weapon, to be honest. So looking to do that right here as we close out the game. So guys, in the sort of final moments of this video, you just see I'm going to put a final stat screen because the screen went a bit dark. I'm not used to recording Warzone gameplays, so I'll post the stats after the timer runs down this gameplay in the outro. And I'll also put up the clip of what Spawn Camper saw when I gave him the reversal perfect, because I was quite happy with that one. And it is quite funny watching it back from his POV. So if you guys want to see those things, the stats and Spawn Camper getting a bit embarrassed, then please just wait 5 more seconds and you can see it. This was Serenity's, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.